Hi, Tracy here with the Idea Closet. I'm back and I have a tutorial for you to make this cute little Easter bunny using your Silhouette Studio and either your Silhouette or your Cameo. Now I do have to give a disclaimer on this. I found this cute little bunny on, I believe it was Split Coast Stampers, but it was made using punches and I don't have all the punches, so I'm going to show you how to make it using your Silhouette or your Cameo, and it's really very easy to do. And isn't he cute? So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to open up our Silhouette Studio. Now I'm using Designer Edition, but you can use just the regular edition as well, and we will get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw a circle for the body and one for the head. So I'm going to come up here to my ellipse tool and click on it, and then I'm going to draw a perfect circle. In order to draw a perfect circle, you're going to hit Shift, click, and drag. Let go of the mouse button first and then the Shift key, and you'll have a perfect circle, or a circle in proportion. So next I'm going to select my circle so that Studio knows what file or what shape I'm working with. I'm going to come up here, open the scale window, and we're going to scale this circle to 2.5 or 2.5 inches. If I hit lock aspect ratio, it will keep everything in proportion, and hit apply. So there we have our head or our body. I'm going to go ahead and keep that white because I know that I'm making this out of white. I'm going to duplicate it, so I'm going to hit Control Alt, click and drag, and I have a second one, and there's our body. The next thing that we're going to make is the cheeks and the tail. Go ahead and click the ellipse tool again, hold Shift, click and drag, let go of the mouse button, let go of the Shift button, get our selection tool, select our circle, and this time we want it just to be 1 inch, so 1.0, hit lock aspect ratio and apply. Now I want 3 of these, so I can do the Control Alt and drag, or I can come up to my replicate tool and come to row of 3, and there is my 2 cheeks and my tail. Next thing that I'm going to do is the ears and the feet are made with an oval, and they are actually all the same size. Go ahead and get the ellipse tool one more time. This time I'm going to click and drag and not hold the Shift key because I wanted an oval, not a circle. Doesn't really matter what size you make it. Hit your selection arrow, select that. We're going to bring it down here, and then we're going to scale it, and we're going to do a width of 1.05. We're going to turn off lock aspect ratio. We're going to do a height of 2.10 and apply. So we've got this cute little oval for our feet and our ears. Now next we want to make the inside, and the easiest way to do that is to open up the offset window. I'm going to do an internal offset. Click internal offset, and then the distance will be 0.25, which is 1/4 inch, and apply. And there is the inside. Then we're going to, while this is still selected, you know what, I'm going to undo that because I don't love that a whole lot. I'm going to go with, let's do 0.15 and see what that, I like that much better. So do that at 0.15. Perfect, much better. Now while that's selected, we're going to go to the fill window. I'm going to fill that up with some pink. Not because I'm going to print it, but if I fill it up with pink, then I know that when I cut it, that I actually need to cut that out of a different color of paper. While that's still selected, I'm going to drag it down here below. I'm going to come up to my replicate tool. I need 4 of those, so I'm going to do a row of 4. I'm going to grab the outer ear or outer foot, and I'm going to do a row of 4 with that. The last thing that we need are the eyes, and those are actually an oval as well. I'm going to click and drag to make an oval. going to select it with the selection tool so it knows what I'm working with. I'm going to come up here to the scale, and we are going to scale that to 0.40 as a width. Make sure lock aspect ratio is turned off again. Tab down to height, and it's 0.50. And apply. So our little oval for our eyes. I'm going to open the fill window, and I'm going to choose black, and then I'm going to Control Alt click and drag. Whoops, make sure you get the hand. Control Alt click and drag, and there are my little eyeballs. So that's everything that you need to cut out to make your rabbit. You have a body and a head. Over here you have 2 cheeks and a tail. You have 2 feet and 2 ears. 2 ears and 2 eyes, and you're ready to go. Now to put this together is really simple. All I did was I inked the edges, and it doesn't show up really well, but that's a pink stamp pad, and I just used a sponge. I inked the edges of the cheeks, kind of heavy, the edges of the face, the tail, kind of heavy, the edges of the feet, and the ears. I did glue the pink part inside the ears and the feet. I took a Sharpie pen and drew the little claw marks on the feet, the freckles, the mouth, the whiskers, and then to finish it off, I used a pink brad, or you could cut out another little pink circle if you wanted to. To put it all together, I used the foam pop dots, like I mentioned, to give it lots of layer and dimension. And then I cut out one of the shopping bags off the Silhouette store and glued him to the front of it. This little basket would be so cute, filled with some grass and candy. Perfect to give your children, nieces or nephews, grandchildren, or anybody else. I hope you've had fun and that you'll take this little tutorial and practice. It's very simple to do, and I hope that you'll come back and visit me at my blog as I put more tutorials up for you. Thank you.